telomere meets everybody. It's been Sean briefly. I have homeless Mike here today, and he asked me nicely to ask that you be respectful with the phone calls. So, it was really asked is that he will answer your questions as long as they're reasonable questions. If they're questions that he cannot answer or he doesn't feel comfortable answering, he will not answer those questions for you. But the ones that he thinks are reasonable, I will be reading him the chat question.
I don't want it. If you got a time point when she's actually said anything, that'd be cool. Yeah, I made the other one go away by accident. So here's the number. PayPal. Hi, out on the wire. I'm not going to be here long because I need to get ready to go downtown. I need to get down there. I need to pack out some stuff to take and try and sell, and let me get cleaned up, change my clothes. No, I'm smoking legal tobacco, and yeah, dig, dude. Forever Conscious Research Channel. I have a feeling that you know, if you got a problem with marijuana smoking, that's a problem with me. Marijuana and I have a very long relationship, and marijuana is the only reason that I've lived this long. I would have killed somebody a long time ago if it wasn't for marijuana. And this is tobacco anyway. Oh, okay, thanks. The illegal marijuana is here. This is just some tobacco, which is illegal for me to be smoking in the apartment. I advise people on how to use the crystals. I haven't actually done much work directly on people. I do touch healing. Well, it's not even touch healing. It's like Reiki, but not. Is what I do, but I haven't done much. I mostly just like helping people find the stones that they want to use for meditation healing purposes. Yeah, I looked up Michelle, and I'm waiting to see. You know, do you have a time point on that video where she said something about me? I've got someone. I got someone impersonating me. Well, he's changed his name. Well, he's got a lot of different names. Ride, Dell. I don't know what anybody wants to be. I just want to be left in peace to do my thing. I don't need a bunch of people wanting to destroy strangers. The big one, those are natural crystal points. The big one, the ask is 60, and the smaller one, the ask was I think 26. Let me check that again. The big one, I got some room to play. The small one, I don't. Yes, the small one's 27. The best I could do on this one is 20. But I'd still need freight for it. And the big one, they ask you 60. How much would you like to get it for? What's going on here? Why'd that suddenly come on? No good reason. Now I do have some large selenite.
Hi, Tommy Jane. I'm your assistant, here to help you throughout your day. Here are some things you can try saying to get started.
What's my daily brief?
Hi, you found the new good morning routine. Let's try it together. First, let's see what your day looks like. Right now in Tucson, it's 56 and sunny. Today, it'll be
Yippee.
mostly sunny, with a forecasted high of 70 and a low of 43.
Okay.
Next, I'll play the news. And just so you know, you
Now-
can customize this routine.
Now I'll
I
get
can
out
also
of here.
turn on
Goodbye,
lights, start
goodbye,
coffee.
goodbye, goodbye. Yeah, I'll check. I'll look into it. Here's some big selenite, and these guys. I don't need a lot for these at all. This one here is, you know, I do these for about $30 a pound. So the small one is $6. The big one's $9, and this one's probably going to be $7.50 or so. Yep, six, $7.50, and $9 for these guys. I'll get those up right away, because I think I'm going to cut this off real soon. Real soon. So I have too much to do to be like all over the place. Dealing with trolls and real customers at the same time is not easy. I'll get you several. I'll get pictures all the way around of it. I'll get you some pictures of the bottoms. Get a close up of the tip. I'll get you some nice pictures. My camera sucks, but I'll do the best I can. So here's. Yeah, I'm not hiding that. I have nothing to hide. You know, there's no shame in my game. I don't really use it. I've been engaged in investigation into organized cybercrime on the internet for about since it started attacking me in about 2005. Joe, the mod that was here, is I've known him for about 10 years, and he owns one of the boards where I was getting harassed, and he's a mod on the main board that's coordinating all of this. The kiwi farmers are just being used by professional trolls. Yeah, cybercrime. really serious cybercrime. There's an incredible amount of there are billions of dollars being sucked out of people on fraud scams. Kiwi farmers are allegedly responsible for 7 suicides, dozens of attempts, and 2 school shootings. And I've talked to two of their. That's not surprising about Michelle. I mean, this is how, 2 school shootings were connected to members of Kiwi Farms. These guys are sick motherfuckers. They're just really sick. Oh, somebody didn't like the language. I'll keep the language down. More professional. Good. We'll share notes because it's a horrible crime. It's a horrible problem. I swear a lot. That's part of my conversation. I say shit and fuck a lot. But I don't do it when there's people around that don't want to hear it. That's because, yeah, it is. Screaming fuck at the top of your lungs is good for you. It's just a release. Someone traded me some really nice hash for a piece of moldavite the other day. Oh boy. It's made in Oregon. Yep. It's made in Oregon, and tastes just like the. No, I know. That's not my lungs. It's up here. It's my upper respiratory. My lungs are clear. I'm having trouble with my sinuses and throat. But yeah. I'd like to switch completely to edibles, but there's so much. It's too expensive. Oh, so that's is that why I'm being called by all these people that think I'm running Wagon Tails rescue service? Scumbag. The edibles are too expensive. I even had somebody that was going to sell me the oil, and so that I can make my own cookies, and it was going to still cost me $6 a cookie. So, yeah, she was here, in one chat stream at one point. This morning, I think she was at the first one, or yesterday. I don't know. She was here. I'll have to make contact with her. Yeah, she's R something or other. She was here for a minute. Said a few things. I don't remember what it was. I'll have to go back and look for it. I'll definitely have to try and make contact with her. So that's how Virgo and I, Marissa and I got together. Is she's a fellow victim. She's an artist. She's a musician, and they're trying to call her a porn star or something. Oh yeah, this is what I was getting a picture of that and opening a new mail to Peterson. Anybody who wants to let's see where we at. Yeah, I'd love to be interviewed by her because it'd be nice to have an honest interview rather than somebody who's trying to bait me into saying something that they can laugh at or twist into calling me a child predator. Um, that wouldn't surprise me. So I'll be very cautious. We'll see what the Kiwi farmers have to say about her and what she says to them. There's a lot of people who are members of Kiwi farms who would rather not have anything at all to do with them, like me. Okay, let's see what's. Oh, wow. Here's the main account. What's going on? There's no conversation on the end of that link. I'm at Google Hangouts. Have you got a link to the conversation you want me to join? What am I drinking in that mug? Mostly water, but it's got some really cool stuff in it. I rarely wash the outside of the mug. I rinse it and refill it. But this is some cool stuff. It's a syrup that has sandalwood in it. It's got sandalwood, damask rose, stone flower, screw pine, vetiver, and sugar. Really yummy stuff. But it's got sugar. I mostly drink water, tea, and I only use cane sugar or honey or maple syrup for sweetener. Stevia works too, but it's got a funny taste. No, I don't drink the soda. If it's got corn syrup in it, I avoid it. And that's just a soda, a flavor syrup from I forget where exactly. Where did it come from? It's like Lebanon or something like that. Pakistani. There's this wonderful Middle Eastern grocery store called Babylon Market that's owned by some Iraqi guys. I get all sorts of really great things. I get a big thing of tahini for like $7. There's a 4-kilo can of tomatas that they have for like $8. I get big bags of couscous and bulgur wheat and stuff like that for the same price as the little mixes cost. You just pay for $2-3 for a little 8-ounce package with the mix, and I just buy the seasonings and the grains in bulk. I just make it myself. And I'm I'm born and raised in Chicago, and I love tahini. I got a new sandwich: tahini, feta cheese, and lunch meat. Whatever lunch meat you like on good bread. That was yummy. Maybe a little onion would be good, or garlic. But anyway, anything's a weapon. I don't want to I don't want to play internet tough guy. I don't play tough guy. Shit happens, I deal with it in a moment. I'm way out of condition. I have not been working out in over 20 years. So I'm definitely not looking for trouble. I'm a soloist. here. Let me get you her. I work with. Real Things Artisans Cooperative is basically me and Ariana Sykes right now. We have other people that participate at a much lower level, but she and I collaborate on a lot of things. And let me get her. Her band is called Found Objects of Desire, and you will find. Let me just get the cut that I'm on, and give you the link to that. Here's the tune Mushroom Mortuary. Has some saxophone and recorder work that we recorded up on Mount Bigelow one night, howling at the moon. Or was it a new moon? I forget. Is either a full moon or a new moon. We were up on Mount Bigelow. I'll play that for. Well, you guys play it on your own. Anybody wants to hear it. Michelle goes live at 2 p.m. I won't be there. I'm going to be downtown trying to hustle. We did, but that was public. In private, we kissed and made up. I don't speak to her often, and it's usually when one or the other of us is in a really bad mental state because of harassment. I haven't spoken to her for a while, but we're on good terms. I call it guerrilla vending. Exactly. You know, I'm gonna get out there with my see that tray there. That's 3 levels of foam pads that got rocks on all 3 layers. And I fill them all up with my best stuff. I'll take with me like all my best pieces of cutting rough. That's probably enough too. I'll go. I got to dig out. That's what I need to do before I get out on the street. I need to dig out my trays. I got at least 20 trays full of stone, lots of different kinds of stone. I'll get it all laid out for you. I don't put anybody in timeout. I can't. It's been and if you're really Gary Purdue, let's meet. When do you want to meet, Gary? Where do you want to do it? You're somebody I'll come out for. I'll face you in public any day without worrying about a fucking thing. You're going to jail, Gear. That little game. Yeah, well, are you up there at the site? Because there's probably going to be something there. For what? Conspiracy. You're the only person who's a member of all 3 organizations that are harassing me, Gary. You're going to jail. There's an active investigation. Are you up at the gathering, pal? We can arrange a meeting there. You're a member of all 3 organizations that are harassing and defaming me, pal. You're probably somebody who knows. Go ahead, Sports 20 somewhere. You're probably someone who knows James Faricio, too. So are you confirming that you're there? I see. But you're the one that's making sure that that video gets out there, aren't you? How much have you shared that video around? In any case, they took a video of me describing in detail what actually happened the night that I allegedly raped an underage girl, and they've Yeah, okay. I have sources that'll tell me where you are. Cause see, Gary, you're a rainbow. I'm a rainbow, and the family. Oh, I need to touch base with Garrick and see what he found out. Right, right. How do you think I even know that what Parisho was doing when and Finch too when I'm blocked from the group? You can doubt all you like, Gary. A lot of people love me and are deeply concerned for my safety at all times. Oh, really? I can confirm that. Garrick, he's not thrilled. Who's he mad at? Me or somebody else? Ha 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 ha. I'll believe that when I talk to him later. I'm a prominent hippie activist that has been knowledge of my activities has been suppressed for over probably I'm claiming at least since 1970. I got blacklisted for being too cute on on Romper Room. Garrick is not going to lie to me about it, though. You're a liar. You don't talk to Garrick. If you Garrick, if Garrick's gaming me, he's getting named. Okay, because like a big part of this is the total corruption of the Rainbow Family of Living Light by the marijuana millionaires. That it's a dangerous drug cult. The rates of rape, grand theft, assault with a deadly weapon, murder are very high. And they're lying about it. And Garrick's the main person that you know, he says to me that he overlooks things for the sake of a shared vision. And I have to wonder if he's actually been talking to someone like you, if that's like really true, or whether he's playing with my mind, trying to just divert me from telling the truth about what's going on in that dangerous drug cult. So thanks for that bit of bullshit to put in front of Garrick. I don't give a fuck. See, this is he's a if you are telling the truth, he is a criminal kingpin, okay? And he knows better than to fight with me because he knows I know the truth. The Rainbow Family Living Light is a dangerous drug cult. It's all about big time dealing in drugs all over the country, and there's a lot of sex slaving associated with it. And Herb here is one of the marijuana people. Garrick Beck is one of the founders. And I doubt if he is really deeply involved because he lives hand to mouth on his business. Why do you ask, Gary? Do you still speak with Sandy? She will. She doesn't particularly care for you, but she doesn't want to get involved for sure because she don't want to harm her gravy. And I wouldn't want to harm her gravy, so I never press it with her. You know, it just kind of, it's an understanding. She's a rainbow on the road, and you're somebody who takes care of her when she shows up. And I suppose that is commendable, which is why I do what I do, because I owe people for doing the same thing when I was on the road. I got kicked to the curb by, well, I got kicked to the curb by Reaganomics. First, on my own choice, where I tried to go out to the West Coast and get a job in my own field rather than medical research, which was really bothering me because of all the animal torture around me. I'm a fisheries biologist, and I couldn't get in anywhere. And I ended up on Venice Beach in the lap of the Rainbow family and the Merry Pranksters. I was the last person pranked at the Topanga Corral in spring of 1982. It's the last time they had an acid party there. I'm known to the family, the Grateful Dead family, as Crazy Tommy because I am notorious for standing in between the family and police. You're an idiot. Herb here is a troll. Herb was known as Sam on the Ancient Board, and he's just a mean and stupid man, and he deals a lot of drugs. So what else you got to? When do you want to meet, Herbie? Where do you want to meet? Oh, good. You know what I'm talking about then, because like I lived with the family on Venice Beach, and it was good. They were squatting. They were nice people, and everybody was self-sufficient. You know, we're hustling our drugs and money and art, and playing music, and they were hustling. The family's LSD and weed, and Gary is making money. What's important? And I'm doing okay. I'm comfortable. I was busking and picking. It was a nice community on Venice Beach, and I never went to a gathering until 1989, and discovered that the gatherings had a really serious, ugly underpinning to them immediately. And I only went to a few before I stopped. I consider myself a true rainbow hippie. There's a lot of us that have built rainbow communities all over the world and stand with the Native Americans in solidarity over fighting against the machine, destroying our resources and desecrating sacred sites. The gatherings are a shit show, and they always have been. And they've been worse and worse and worse every year since 1985. You're a drainbow. I have assurances that I would be protected all the way into the, ask James Hefner of the ask Road Dog from Front Gate Crew what he's going to do when he sees me. Okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, it is. Some people are like, there's always been a conflict of interest between, Derek Beck is one of the people that went to the Hopis. If I head up to that gathering, I'm coming with law enforcement looking for a specific individual, starting with you and James Parisio. Parisio threatened Mez. Okay? That gathering's getting busted if Parisio don't get busted in town here. Okay? Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna focus on that and ignore Gary. Yeah, there's a gathering going on right now. If you contact me at my email, please, and I'll fill you in. I got the coordinates. You and I need to do this like private. No, it's in the Tonto Forest north of Payson. They don't do it on Indian reservations. The natives won't let them. Boy, it was holy hell. break out over 2015 when there was holy hell breakout 2015 because of them being in the Black Hills close to what's it called? What's the place where everything's supposed to started? What else you got to say for yourself, Herbie? This is all going to Garrick right now. Fuck you. So anyway, Garrick Beck was with a group of people that thought they had recovered the missing half of the Hopi prophecy stone. And they went to see the elders and sat with Grandfather David Menunya for quite some time, and a lot of the others. Thomas Banyakia stayed with them for quite some time with David Williams. A lot of them. And I'll be safe going to the gathering. Whoever tries to attack me won't. Right. They thought they found the missing tablet, and they brought it to him, and they said, no, that isn't it. And then, then they sat with him, and they wanted to learn about how to be rainbow warriors. Even though they hadn't found the tablet, they still wanted to manifest the vision. But that was never taken seriously by Barry Plunker and the veterans, the Vietnam veterans, because they were making a First Amendment statement. And yeah, I'm that close with Garrick. I bought almost 3 pounds of jade Saturday night and sold it to him Sunday morning. From one person, I sold it to Garrick Sunday morning. We get together every year, and we stay in touch during the year. So fuck you. So if you've been lying, you might better admit it now. What's wrong with buying jade? This was from Wyoming, and it was a clean deal. What's the matter with jade? I've never heard any. What's the bad juju with jade? Gary, you're a troll. Everybody I know hates you. Rusty Lease isn't real fond of you. So, no, I get trolled, and I'm better. I'm better at it than they are. So I get branded a troll. It's 11 o'clock. We're not going to do this much longer. Forever Conscious Research Channel, I don't think I could find yours. If I come to the gathering, I'm coming with armed law enforcement personnel, and we're coming straight for you and Parisho. Do you read me? You better go watch that video, Gary. It's been very ugly. They're accusing me of being a child molester, falsely accusing me of being a child molester, and then promising to do something about it. And one of them came to the Gem Show and filed a false report that I was a registered sex offender, and convinced the show promoter to have me thrown out. This is a felony. These people are sick, and it's not going to end well for them. I'm not talking about that, Nathan. Law enforcement isn't going to come with me to the gathering. They're going to go on their own and take me. The detective is in a meeting right now with the other detectives about this, Chump Change. Game's over, Gary. You lost. Yeah, I got turned on to a Discord server that's discussing how to eliminate the kiwi farms. Okay, see what they got to say. There's 3-4 of RSS6, I think, is the one that wants to do it, because I think she said his name was Ross. Got somebody's attention. Who's here? Yeah, right, Herb. Save it for when they talk to you, fool. You've been lying about me for years. But thanks for talking shit here, fool. There is an active investigation, and you're one of the prime suspects. Enjoy convincing them that you were acting totally within the law with every word you ever said about me anywhere. But Gary, you're just a mean, stupid man who believes in money and drugs. Oh, cool. You did call? That's all I can do, man. That's all I've ever tried to do. I'm a Woodstock peace loving music hippie. I probably should play a little bit instead of smoke this cigarette. Let her be, since I got some friendly, ask me specific questions. I really rather not ramble. And I'm gonna cut this off soon because I really want to get out on the street soon. And I've got some work I need to do before I can even do that. So I think I'll play for a little while and let you guys like ask questions or her ramble about stupid shit. I didn't no. I didn't and what difference does it make what I did 37 years ago once? I never actually toured with the Dead. I had my own tour. I'd show up at a few things here and there. And I never went to many rainbow gatherings either. I'm Tommy Tudor. This is my scene. Deny. I was knocked into the stroller. The mother was bothered by it more than the baby was. I was running a triangle. My grandmother lived in South Florida, and I'd be down in Broward County or somewhere either all winter or just until January, and come out here for the gem shows, and then work my way back up through the Midwest. That's where I saw most of my shows, was picking up that leg of the tour from Alpine. I was at the last show at Alpine. That was an amazing show. 3 days of rain. What a mess. And Alpine, Soldiers Field, Deer Creek, Buckeye Lake, and then I'd head up to there's usually something else. One year I actually followed it all the way out to a Jerry show in Hartford before I hopped off in New York. That's I am. That's I am. Ask Garrick. I have Garrick's book, and it's he signed it to an original. Where's here? You want to see how Garrick thinks of me? Fuckhead. Let's see if I can put my hands on the book piece. I'm not sure where it is right now. I don't see. It's not handy. I'm not sure where it is. But I didn't even know I wasn't a hippie. I didn't even know I wasn't a beatnik until they told me I had to be a hippie. I was a beatnik, fool. I wasn't at the first gathering. That's why I only call myself first generation. No, I haven't released anything ever anywhere except at YouTube. Yeah, that's about right about Alpine and Deer Creek. Soldiers Field was a piece of shit. Buckeye Lake wasn't all that great. Boy, it was hotter than snot. Pay no attention to that fool. He's just a liar, a mean, stupid liar. Don't even like, just totally disregard anything that asshole has to say. I haven't released anything. I have I have a number. If you look on my channel, there's a fair number of music videos only, or mostly music where I wasn't talking. There's a couple of them. Look for Butchering the Standards. Is where I played the those were all, I'd play 20, 30 minutes straight or something on those. my most of the time I'm just like blowing. I'm just exercising in different keys. I have a few melodies of my own that I do when it, and I do a few little covers. If somebody insists on hearing something that whose title they know, I'll do Over the Rainbow, or I got the MASH tune. The Suicide is Painless. When the Saints Go Marching In, Star Spangled Banner, I'll pull out once in a while for fun, when there's some uniformed people around. I have never had sex with another man. This man is just sick. He's a member of a troll organization. They're professional trolls. They're profiting from other people's misery, and he's a dope dealer. Oh, the F troopers, I call myself. We were talking about when I was touring, I was running a triangle where, and I was doing flea market fairs and flea market, street fairs, and music festivals, Gem Show. We did Memphis in May in the old days. And my partner died at Sturgis. He just dropped dead one day. I used to play goalie. I was in a high school league, a public league, not playing for the school, because they didn't have a hockey program at the school, but they had a hockey program at the ice skating rink. But they didn't really play hockey. They just get out there in the middle of the ice and fight all the time. So I'd be kicked back on the net watching it most of the night. It was a lot of fun. I loved ice skating. Ice skating's nice. That's good exercise. I did a lot of sledding too. We had I don't remember who's more. There was one season. There were a few years. I don't remember exactly where the damn thing came from. We had access to a snowmobile for a while. I forget exactly. I have to ask my father. It's been a long time. But I do remember some snowmobile. That was my family. We didn't stay in the city all the time. We got out and were involved with a lot of water sports, boating and fishing, and winter sports, and we get out and do things. Get out of our cages and look around us. Go places and see all the life around us. Why you people have committed yourselves to destroying my life and my credibility is only because I'm telling too much truth about things that people don't want to have heard. There's no other reason. And you've been a willing participant in that for many years, more years than anybody else. And you're the only one who's a member of all three organizations trying to harm me. You're going to have to speak for that, Gary. I really recommend that you call Sergeant Peterson in the Office of Professional Standards immediately. the truth that the fucking Rainbow Family of Living Light is a CIA construct, and it's all about dope dealing and sex slaving and keeping the potentially unstable malcontents all in a little basket and diverting the spiritual quest of people like Garrick and David Williams and Diamond Dave and who all these other people that you think I don't have any contact with. You know who Jerry Everett is? He's probably the one person in the family left alive that's known me longer than anybody else. Do you know who Caliph was? Of course I talk to the man. She's the one that brings me shit. Well, it's because they don't want to hear it. They don't. It's a dangerous drug cult. They don't want Stephen Principal's running the show for the man. And how's your relationship with Greg Blanchard? Get him going on this subject sometime, fool. Prove it. Prove it false. There's massive quantities. Do you know about the Friends Gathering? You ever been to the Friends Gathering? It happens around the time of Spring Council, privately. Buckstang, you're an outsider. You're just a rainbow turnip. That's why it's not welcome. Yeah. Yeah, propaganda, pal. You're a propagandist. It's about love. Explain away all of the incredibly high rate of violent crime, property crime that occurs at rainbow gatherings. It's not all about love. That's the cover. It's a cover for dangerous drug dealers like yourself. Yeah. Sorry, Gary. You lost. You probably should call Peterson. Tell Sergeant Peterson he'll love to see the file. Do I engage in those crimes? Not anymore. And I was really not ever involved in any big heavy deals, but boy, sure I was there when it happened. I helped unload 8 barrels of weed in Minnesota. We're filling up little shelves, scalp shelves with weed and giving it out to people coming past the Bus Village Kitchen on the supply bus. So you don't have the nerve to call Peterson, do you, huh? Because you know you're guilty. Call him, man. I thought you had so much confidence that you were going to get me punished for all my crimes. Come on. Where's your balls? Let's see what else is going on currently. Let's check the Discord server. Okay, so we did make contact with somebody who wants to get rid of the kiwi farms. Well, let's see what they have to say, because it's like they don't say things here. I'm sure. Okay, so there's not much going on there. Let's see what's happening at with the AMBs. Let's see if Gary said anything. Yeah, right. Whatever. Gary, you're busted. Get ready to go down. Are you in the state? If you're in the state, you're busted. You're not getting out of the state free. Okay? If you're at the gathering, you're busted. Fresh mail here. Spam. We only get to spam me once at Ever. Oh. Chicago, man. I saw. I watched this live on the Montreal and Chicago had this like awful Guy Lafleur, was that Stan Mikita and the Hall brothers were like the main wing, their main line, and they had this awful rivalry with Montreal, and they played a game at the stadium, the Chicago Stadium, one night. We were watching on television, and in the first period, Mikita got knocked down, and somebody skated over his face and opened a gash like right like that. His whole face, whole cheek wide open. They took him off the ice. In the second period, he was back on the ice with it all stitched up. Crazy game. Crazy game. It's the only sport. I never really. Baseball's boring. Football is like really gay. Football is about as gay as it gets. It's like blood sports, hockey, lacrosse, rugby. But I was always more into individual competition like swimming and diving and gymnastics. I liked watching the winters. I loved watching the ski jumping was always fun. But hockey, of all the major American sports, hockey, basketball is like blah. Football, that's for gay guys. That's guys in tights grabbing each other by the ass. And baseball is just totally boring. So it was hockey. I liked hockey. So yeah, it's nice to have interesting people here for a change. No, me and football have some bad memories. It was football players that tried to rape me, and it was somebody went on to make all pro for the Houston Oilers that fucked up my knee. I wasn't even in the game. He hit me on the sidelines on purpose. Spiked me. Fucked up my knee bad. Guy's name was Greg Bingham. Yeah, well, I'm intersex. You know, I'm old, and so you know, I didn't get on hormones until just recently, and I always was poisoned by testosterone when I was young. I had a hard time passing for male, even though my family didn't let me act the least bit effeminate. I had to train myself not to act like a woman. And boy, gym locker room was a nightmare, and I was at Lane Tech my freshman and sophomore year, and the kids in the neighborhood, some of them were at Gordon Tech, which had a big rivalry with Lane, and Dave Butts and Greg Bingham were like the big honchos at the time, and we used to play little pickup games in the park. And one day at the Sheridan statue, I was just standing on the sidelines watching. Next thing I know, Greg Bingham was hitting me from behind just for the fun of it. And I was in a cast for 2 months. Still bothers me. Then we were at this one fellow's house, and Bingham wasn't there, but all the lesser football players were there, and they tried to get me drunk so they could pull a train on me. But I realized what was happening before that happened, before I was too drunk to leave and got away. That's not a good player. Bingham one time in a game in the park, someone called for a fair catch on a kickoff. And Bingham just totally ignored that and creamed him. And it was a friend of his. This is a little buddy, you know, somebody who like totally fucking adored the guy. Bingham creamed him and busted his jaw in 3 places. Another time, Bingham was rushing quarterback and managed to spike the guy. He hit the guy's hand, bam, like that, and dude's finger went through his, you know, just his finger came out, just boom, right out, boom. So it's a good thing that we used to play right across the street from St. Joseph Hospital. Boy, they got like just that once when I was standing on the sidelines. I didn't play much, and you know, I didn't play football much. I was more into individual sports. I was trampoline and swimming, and I didn't play football. You know, when the pickup games in the park, I hardly ever had the ball to get creamed. I never got creamed. I look at his face. I've hardly ever been hit in the face. The face is messed up from one single accident where it got bounced off a cliffside. Gary, you're just an angry, stupid old man. Just give it up already, would you please? Just 10 years of you harassing me with just nonsense. It's just people who are around it. You know, when you start talking about me, have you ever noticed how nobody ever really takes up into conversation? None of these people. No, it's too late, motherfucker. You can't call me Tommy, and you can't refer to me as she. I want nothing to do with you. No, that's, you know, and I got other things to do today. I've been on, you know, I promised myself, now we're done, Gary. You're going to prison for what you've done to me for the last 10 years. Goodbye. Happy day. Thanks for watching. I'm going to be on the street. I'll probably stream again from the street. Happy day. Bye-bye. Well, that's probably quite likely. You know, I don't know. I should probably start a whole new channel or something and just like figure out how to keep people like that off of it. Thanks, you too, out on the wire. I'm out of here. Bye.